if you were ever going out fruit picking, the best fruit is always at the top of the tree, isn't it? And you think, oh, if I only could reach that berry up there, that ripe, juicy berry. I'm just going to try and get through these brambles and these nettles and these thorns, and I'll get it. Now, the narcissist, and let's just remember, we all have a little bit of narcissist in us, but I'm talking about these extremely toxic, extreme narcissists. They create a false sense of elevation, that they are the high-hanging fruit. In Kabbalah, which refers to the tree of life, we have to ascend consciousness in order to reach the divine light. The fruit at the top, that juicy fruit that seems so out of reach, doesn't it? But in order to reach that fruit, you're going to have to be prepared to bleed a bit, to get cut, to get scratched, to fall down a few branches. You're going to have to take up your cross and deny yourself, your ego, in order to ascend. But the narcissist creates a false ascension. They elevate themselves in terms of ego and worldly status. And they see you, your empathy, your kindness, as weakness, as low-hanging fruit. And if you haven't done the inner work to put a few thorns and nettles around yourself to protect yourself, then you're going in their juicer along with everybody else they can manipulate. And they're going to grind you up and create chaos, because that's what narcissists do. They create disorder and chaos. It's of their own making, but of course they can't see that. They have to blame everybody else, such as the ego's protection. They are indeed blocked by divine light and spiritually empty. Now, isn't it easy to make the narcissist the villain in our life? I've been there too. They're the villain, I'm the good guy who just got trodden on and walked all over, but actually I was the low-hanging fruit. This is how we get used and abused by narcissists. And we cast them as the villain. We sometimes think, if only they could see the damage they're causing, if only I could make them see what they're doing to me. Have you ever found yourself pleading with the narcissist, trying to point out what they're doing? They know what they're doing. And yes, it's painful. These people can be your mother, your father, your brothers, sisters, in-laws, colleagues, partners, bosses, governments even. We become trauma bonded to them. We think we need to change them. If only we could change them. If only we could make them see. Have you heard that verse in the Bible? In Matthew 7, I believe. Before you try and remove the speck of sawdust from somebody else's eye, look at the plank in your own eye, you hypocrite. Because what we have to look at, what are the deeper questions here? What part of you wants love from something that's false, that is incapable of giving it, that is set out on destroying you? Why did you go looking for love where it was destroyed in the first place? These are the deeper questions, and this is where your healing starts. Instead of trying to change them and point out the harm and the damage that they're doing, we need to look within ourselves. I've been there. What part of me thinks it's okay to devalue myself under these people just to keep the peace or to fit in for the sake of the family or my job or my relationship? No. That's when we are pulled out of integrity, of God's divine will. These are the deeper questions that we must look at within ourselves. If you want to be that beautiful fruit at the top of the tree, then you have to take up your cross. You have to do the inner work. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it's painful. Yes, you're going to get some cuts and bruises. But that is the divine path. The narcissist only mimics elevation. It's the ego's elevation. It's connected to the world and worldly things and worldly status. It's false. So with love in my heart to you, instead of trying to change the narcissist, instead of trying to plead and show them the damage they're doing, of which they're well aware of, you have to look at the inner parts of yourself that is lowering, devaluing, being less than you deserve. Because you can't change them. You can only change yourself. God bless.